Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking on my video. This tutorial is going to be on this Dahlia flower hair clip. It's super easy, and this one particularly is super cute because it's for Dia de los Muertos. Um, you're going to need all these ribbons are 7/8. Okay, they're all 7/8. For the bottom, which is I'm using the different colors right here. Like I said, they're 7/8, and you're gonna cut them to 3.5 inches. Okay, and you're gonna need 6 strips. Okay, like I have them right here. Okay, 6 strips. Then once you cut them, heat seal them as good, and like kind of like that. I know it's not straight, but make it super heat sealed, because you are going to be putting a needle through, and sometimes when you heat seal them and it's not too good, it tends to fray. And sometimes even the thread will come out. So yes, you're going to need a needle and your thread. I use this thread right here. It's upholstery thread. Can you see that? There you go. I buy this at Walmart, and I believe it's like $2.47, like $2.50, something like that. Anyway, so once you cut 6 strips, I would say solid color, because the top is, your catches your eye, but again, it's your preference. But it's 6 strips at 3.5 inches heat sealed. Then the top, which is for me the calaveras, the skulls, you are going to need also 6 strips, and you're going to cut them at 3 inches. And again, they are 7/8. Okay. Now, for me, make sure that like right now, when you do the fold and stuff, that the characters are all facing the same way. I mean, yes, part of it will be backwards. I mean, if you want it to be like perfection, when you do the first 3 or 4, the next 3 or 4, flip it over so then they're all facing like this way, but you're still going to have like this bottom one where it's either going to the left or to the right. Left or right. Got it. Now these are the skulls that I purchased at Walmart. They were a packet of 3 for $1.97. Okay, you get this one with the blue flower at the top. This one has the red flower, and this one has the yellow flower. And I thought they were just so cute. Again, there were 3 of them for $1.97, and it's the same packet that comes like at Hobby Lobby, that dressed it up. And it says the sugar skulls. So it doesn't say the price on here, but there were 3 of them. And what I do is I cut the back part. I already cut both of these. Okay. Usually, since they are buttons, they'll have like that little bump right there for you to put the needle in and sew it onto a clothing or whatnot. But I usually get a nail cutter that I had for, I don't know, 20 years or something. And I don't use it on myself, but I use it for this particular crafting, and I just cut this part off. If you can see, I cut that off, and then I put a dab of glue. Let me do that so you guys can see. I get a small piece of felt, just a small piece. Small little piece like that. I get my glue, and I just put glue right here, because plastic glue that tends to peel off sometimes, but for some reason when I add the felt, it stays on the felt. And I do that. And then I glue this part to the bow. Okay. So yeah, so once you do that, you could just set it to the side and you're done. Okay. Now, down to the ribbon. You are going to get your ribbon like this, and then you're going to fold like that. Now you're gonna make sure, not like this, how I just did right now, but you're gonna line it to how the ribbon is. So it's gonna be like this, okay? Now you're gonna make sure that this side right here is the exact same length as this side. And as you can see, obviously it's not. So you're gonna just get it and move it down again, like that, okay? Now, also, something else that has helped me a lot, especially to move a little faster, is getting these small little clips right here. I purchased mine at Sally's and I get 100 for like $6.50. And I also get the double prongs as well. Okay, so once you do this, you're gonna fold this end right here to this end, and then this right here is gonna go on top and land on this side, okay? So you get this, fold it over, and it's gonna be right at the top, okay? And you're gonna try and get them exactly the same, okay? Now once I do that, I just get my clip it on so it doesn't move, and I move it to the side, and then I get another one. And again, you overlap it so it's straight down. Make sure that this side is the same as this side, like that, and then flip it over, and there you go. Get a clip it on, and you move it to the side. So go ahead and do this to all of them, and then I'll catch you right now. Okay, now I've done all of my solid colored ones right here, and I'm going to show you how to do the character ones. Okay, now there's my character, the little skulls. I'm going to, and again, I'll show you right now. You're going to flip it backwards like this, and you're going to do the same movement, okay? And again, these are 3 inches, so it's going to be smaller. Flip it over, and there you go, okay? Now, but what I mean about doing it backwards, because this side right here, as you can see that it's open, that's how you're going to sew all of them, okay? Like that. You're just going to sew all of them like that where it's open. But if you want it to be perfect for it, so that this side could also be facing like this, all you do is, like how we did this way, and you flip it over, you're going to turn it around so it's this way, and you're going to flip it like that. So that when you go like this, you see it backwards. You see? So that when you sew it on, it'll all look the same, okay? But I don't really want that. I feel like for me, it gets too complicated trying to remember, oh, I need to flip it over, this and that, especially when I might be in a rush. So again, you're going to do that to every single one of your strips. Okay, now that you have all your strips folded, what I like to do is I like to make the pattern, okay? So for me, the pattern is like right here, it's going to be like yellow, blue, pink, purple, green, and orange. Okay, that's the pattern that I'm going to do. Of course, if you do the solid, all one color, it doesn't really make a difference. But in my case, it does. Now, you're going to get your ribbon, hold it, and unclip it. Okay, now, it's 4 times. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here it goes. I start from the top, and I go 1, and make sure you go on both sides, and then 2, down again 3, and up 4. Okay, to look exactly like this. And then I just pull it. Now, for me that it's easy, don't pull it all the way to where your knot is, okay? Leave a little bit, about 1/2 inch. Okay, about that. And you're going to do this to all of them, okay? So here, let me show you one more time. If I could find my ribbon. Needle. Okay, so, again. Oh, and also, sorry. Make sure that you're folding it like, you're sewing it like this and not backwards like that. Okay, so they're all like this. Now, again, you get your needle, you go on the edge, and you do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Now go ahead and do that to all of them, and then I'll get back to you right now. Okay, I have all, excuse me, all my ribbon in the thread. Okay, now let me see if I could get this. What I do with this little part right here on the side that I told you to leave out, I put my needle in there. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you guys could see that. Just run it inside like that. Okay, now so that your petals don't flip over and all that, I hold it and then I just pull tight. Then I get the edge, or right there where I was, and I turn it around backwards. You see? And then again, pull tight. And again, with this thread, the upholstery thread is so thick and strong. Pull as much as you can and you will not rip the thread. Now, you might rip the ribbon going through it, but not the thread itself. So once I'm here, I kind of fix how I wanted it to be. Hold the middle and I pull once again. I just keep pulling to get this super tight right here in the middle. Now, once I do that, I hold it, squeeze it in the middle, and then I just tie it through. I usually run it from my first one to the last one like this, and then I just tie it off. I like tying it off twice. Though one time is perfect, but I don't want to chance it sometimes, and I just do it twice. Okay. It's gonna get stuck. There you go. So, and there you go. And then just cut off the excess right here. And that is it. See? Gorgeous. Now you don't have to worry about the thread that comes off here, because you're also going to put your character ribbon right at the top. Okay. Now you're going to do the exact same thing to your character ribbon. Okay. Fold it, just sewing it through. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the pulling and tying off. Now that I have all my character ribbon like that, again, I will get the beginning part that I had left, so I could run my needle through the little hoop right there. Okay, and it's like this. I pull it slowly so they could connect like a circle like that. And then I just hold them down so they don't flip over, and I just pull tight. Slowly but tight. Keep pulling it. And then I pick it up and I turn it over. And as I'm right here, that's where I move my petals around, make sure everything is nice, tight, and exactly how I want it. Could turn these around as well. Like that. Just pull. Basically, you want them to be completely tight for your center. That way, when you glue it, the glue doesn't, go through the hole. And it's nice. So, again, once you do that, I sew the first one and the last one together. Or run the needle through it so I could just tie it off. 1 and 2. Okay, and then cut the excess off. Turn it around, and then I fix my petals to how I want them. Now, the top one, as you could see, there is thread right there. I do like to cut this one as short as I can, because, your resin or your figurine will go on top, and sometimes it's too small. For example, like if you were to use this one right here, if you put it in there, you will still see some poking out. So I just get my scissors and cut that off. Just don't cut your ribbon. But yes, so I'm pretty satisfied with how this came out like this. So I get my bottom one right here. And when you glue this on top, don't glue it exactly like this. Make sure that your top petals are in between petals from the bottom, okay? So I usually get this one, and I'm like, okay, that seems about right there. So then I get it, put it to the side, get my glue gun, put a dab of glue in the middle, get my top Dahlia, make sure the centers are exactly the same right there, and just press and hold for a few seconds, like that. And there you go. Now I get my calavera, my skull, my sugar skull. I put some glue at the center right here. Get my skull and press it down. And I hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds. Right there, just pressing and holding it. Now for the one that I have done, there's my back. Okay. I get my felt right here. As you can see, the circles that I've already used. Now, you don't need this, but I would say to get it just in case. I purchased this at Hobby Lobby, sorry. It's just a small cutting mat. As you can see, it measures 4 by 6. And then I purchased this right here at Michael's. I think it's displayed like a glass cutting, but basically it has that needle right there. I push this up, and it's I don't know if you could see right there. So I put my mat down. I put my felt down right there as well. And then the needle, I push it down. And then, let me see if I can do this really quick for you. Like that. And then the top part moves like that. Okay? So you're going to push it down. And you're going to push down where your needle is. Not where I don't even know what it's called. not this part. Just the needle part. So you push that down. And then you just turn. Now mine's kind of old, so I don't know if it's going to come off. And then it comes off like that. Okay? Like I said, mine's kind of old, so it's not as sharp as it used to. You see? And there you have your circle right there. And then you could measure it to however you want. See? The measurements are right there. But I have it at the smallest, which ends up being a little bit, it's like between 1 inch and 1.5 inches. So yes, anyways, once you have your felt, and again, you could cut this by hand on your own. Once you have your felt, I glue that down first, and then I get my clip, and I put the clip on it. This right here, this white strip right here, I bought the roll at Walmart, and it's where like the plates are at. It's a roll like this, and I cut it 2 lines, and I go 7 to 8 little bumps, and it's just so it doesn't slip off. But anyways, yes. So now you have your Dahlia flower, and the flower by itself measures about 3.5 inches from petal to petal. See? There to there. A little bit less than 3.5 inches. And it's super cute if your daughter or the little girl has small hair and you just put it to the side. Or you could even make 2, and it could be 2 little cute little pigtails. So again, the measurements are 3.5 6 strips from the bottom, and 3 inches and 6 strips from the top. Heatseal. Again, the calaveras, the little sugar skulls, I bought those at Walmart. A packet of 3 for about $1.97. I also purchased the coat upholstery thread at Walmart as well. But I think that's it. If you have any questions, or if you want a certain bow tutorial, please let me know, and I will try and do that for you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.